your taxes will be done right. And with so many convenient locations, they're always right around the corner. When you visit Rhodes Murphy, you can count on a friendly face and professional service to simplify the tax process. Learn more about our affordable expert tax services at rhodesmurphy.com.
Get monumental savings, up to 50% off during the pre-President's Day sale at Badcock Home Furniture and more. Get easy credit, store-wide savings like the Ashburn 2 Chase sofa only $8.99, and everyday deals while they last, like this Caspian sofa just $4.98, and the Brunel 3-piece queen bedroom set only $7.98. It's the pre-President's Day sale at Badcock Home Furniture and more, with up to 50% off and easy credit. Badcock Home Furniture and more.
Were you or someone in your family injured in an accident involving a big truck? Chances are, while you were at the hospital, the insurance company was already on the scene with lawyers and crash experts trying to build a case against you. You need a skilled legal team on your side, and you need it immediately. I'm Austin Jackson. My law firm has experience, resources, and experts of our own to get you the results you deserve. Injured? Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. 706-724-7224.
Trust Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale for your first alert. You're watching News 12 live at 5. Continues.
The Emmanuel County Sheriff's Office has arrested a man who they say ran over a child. They say the child is severely injured and in critical condition at the hospital after being run over on Outler Circle in North Emmanuel County yesterday. Now, police arrested Joshua Purvis from Kite, Georgia. They say he drove away after injuring the child. Our Sydney Hood is in Emmanuel County.
Outler Road. It's a quiet dirt road about 10 miles outside of Swainsboro. The nearest hospital is about 20 minutes that way, and those minutes were crucial to get a 5-year-old from here to there for care. Sheriff Jeffrey Brewer says his deputies happened to be at Emmanuel Medical Center when the 5-year-old arrived, just minutes after a pickup truck ran over him. The sheriff says this all started as an accident until the driver ran off. Now that 5-year-old is still in the hospital, and the person that hit him took off, and it took multiple agencies to find him.
We have a very close, good working relationship with all the sheriffs in the state. You know, we can just make a phone call and they'll help us out any way they can, and that proved so last night.
The sheriff did say he spoke with the child's mother about an hour ago, and she told him he was doing well. And again, Joshua Purvis was arrested about an hour ago, about 20 miles from where the accident originally happened. Another person was arrested with him as well.
Good to hear that the child is doing better. Thanks for that, Sydney. The victim found dead on the front porch of a Warrenville home has been identified. The Aiken County Coroner's Office says 52-year-old Joseph Keenan Sr. will be autopsied tomorrow to determine the cause of death. The Sheriff's Office responded after someone passing by called about seeing a body on the front porch of the home. Roughly 20 people were arrested in Atlanta in a suspected human trafficking bust. South Fulton County Police said they got a 911 call this morning about shots fired at the home. Investigators say most of the people detained were females. A neighbor spoke after police raided the house.
I'm just extremely happy, to be honest with you. Like I say, this is a very quiet neighborhood. We're very close-knit, and so this definitely had us up in the hands because we didn't know what could happen. Obviously, with shootings and things of that nature, I have young kids, so just dealing with my young kids, having to think about them being trafficked or touched or took, anything of that nature just gives us a bad feeling.
The house is in College Park, and the officers say there are 2 more people who are still wanted in connection to the case. The father of an 8-year-old girl stood before a judge in Atlanta this morning, this in connection to her death. He faces felony murder and cruelty to children charges. The arrest warrant accuses him of knowing his child was being abused and leaving her with the abuser, his wife. The judge talked about why he was denied bond.
One has been denied. It says you're a flight risk, and the other is Superior Court only. Only a Superior Court judge sitting in your case can grant a bond.
His wife appeared in court yesterday. She was denied bond and is accused of abusing the child and refusing to get her medical care afterwards. Prosecutors in the trial of Jeffrey Williams walked in with boxes and bags of evidence to show the jury. Inside those items included prescription pills and a gun. Prosecutors say Williams is the leader of a violent criminal street gang. This time, the focus was on a 2017 traffic stop involving the rapper. The defense says Williams was just a passenger.
You also know that it's not being driven by Jeffrey Williams. True.
True.
You know that he's a passenger in a car.
Right.
Just like Mr. Jones is a passenger in a car.
Right.
You don't have at this point, any personal knowledge whatsoever about anything that's going on in the car or any of the contents of the car. True?
True.
The officer speaking did say the car was registered to Williams. Scrutinized for doing their job. That is the scenario facing school librarians across Georgia. The so-called lock-up librarians bill is circulating under the Gold Dome. Abby Kasoris has that story.
Take all the posters you want, as well as these one-pagers. Yep.
Toting a sign around the state capitol.
Librarians are beloved professionals, not criminals. Quit wasting kids' legislative space.
Tracy Nance, elementary school teacher turned activist, is looking to get the attention of state lawmakers.
We've seen so many classroom teachers shut down their classroom libraries because they're afraid.
Concerned parents joining her, waiting for state senators at the ropes of the Senate chamber. But the sponsor of the lockup librarians bill was not available today.
If you give minors pornography, the law is going to step in.
This interview was from a year ago. The bill has not moved since. The bill is short, just one page, and it doesn't define what would be harmful material or the penalties that a librarian might face. Democrats say it's a waste of time fighting with educators who are already fed up and looking to leave.
This is their profession. This is their job. Why are we restricting them?
Representative Deborah Bazemore and other Democrats posing for photos.
Yeah, come on, come on, come on!
Holding signs themselves, resolute that they will not support the bill if it makes movement under the Gold Dome. In Atlanta, I'm Abby Kasoris.
Sam.
The Puppy Bowl is coming up fast. More on this year's cute contestants next. Riley.
And high temperatures tomorrow could get close to 70 degrees, believe it or not, but that warm air is not going to stick around too long. Now look at that 70 forecast just after the break.
Time and temp.
Past the weekend, those temperatures will stay just a little bit below average early next week, but we're back into the 60s by next Thursday.
All right, thanks, Riley. For some non-football fans, the Super Bowl is secondary to the puppies. Here's a look ahead to the Puppy Bowl.
Remember these faces. In just a couple weeks, you'll see them competing in the Puppy Bowl.
This is our third year participating in Puppy Bowl, and we started off, our first one is this little guy over here. This is Benny, he's known as Benny. He was born paralyzed.
We're at Bosley's Place Rescue in Smyrna.
We take in exclusively neonatal orphan puppies that require bottle feeding, tube feeding, 24-hour care.
4 puppies made it into the games: Charlotte, Sweet Pea, Lily, and Theodore. This is Charlotte. She was rescued at 1 day old.
It's a casting call.
The group took a trip to New York to shoot video.
I love it. It's a lot of fun. This year, I actually brought 2 of our fosters and volunteers with me, and I think that everybody had a great experience.
All the dogs were able to compete in the games, including Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea came to us at just a few hours old. She was about 20% the size of her siblings, and she had hydrocephalus. She also had a hole in her heart.
She passed away after the games due to her medical issues.
Even though she only lived for 4 months, she had a really incredible, full, touching life, and she's inspired lots of people.
I'm told the other pups are just as energetic in person as they were in the games. Their owners are thrilled to see them take the field. Are you excited?
Of course they are. The Super Bowl will be on CBS next Sunday. We're back in a bit.
You've seen the viral Facebook post, copy and paste, get rid of ads, regain friends. Yes, it is a scam. I'm Jamie Tucker. Coming up, how does it work? Well, I'm going to chase down one of the scammers to find out.
First, approve this message. In today's What the Tech, Jamie Tucker shows us how some of your Facebook activity can make you a target for Facebook scammers.
What the Tech, sponsored by Augusta Preparatory Day School.
Not a week goes by that I don't see someone posting this. You've seen it. OMG, yes, it works. Copy and paste this through your timeline to remove ads and see more friends. Does this actually work? No. It's been around for a while, so why is it still viral? I think many Facebook users think, well, I'm not clicking on a link, so what's the harm? It can't hurt anything. Well, here's the thing. Scammers use this post to find gullible people on Facebook. Since everyone's copying and pasting the same post, it's easy for someone to see who's posting it. So we're going to do a Facebook search for OMG, it worked. If a scammer searches that, they'll find Facebook users who will believe, well, just about anything and can target them with more scams. Don't believe it? Well, look at this. A Facebook user copied and pasted this post to his timeline. Over the next few days, random people left comments asking him to add them as a friend or send them a message. These are scammers who search for people sharing that post, figuring he's an easy target. Need more proof? This comment by an Evan Doris, well, the profile photo is used by a TikTok account by the name of Evan Katie, or Kate, who says she's a billionaire. And a search for that name revealed a scam responsible for taking thousands of dollars from victims. And on Facebook, when someone commented on the Evan Doris account, the scammer responded, yes, I'm the only I chat with you on Single now, and okay, did you still interested in $2.5 million? The bottom line, sharing this is annoying your friends at best. At worst, it is making you a target of scammers. This is a hoax. Don't fall for it. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
Last year, Meta removed more than 6 million fake and cloned Facebook accounts from the platform. Anytime a team puts themselves into a position to break a school record, it usually means that team is moving in the right direction. News 12 Sports Director Dan Booth joins us in the studio to tell us why now is the time to buy stock in the Lakeside girls basketball team.
After being knocked out in the first round of the playoffs last year, the Lakeside girls basketball team has come back with a vengeance, putting themselves in a position to compete for the region title. When the Panthers defeated Grovetown on Tuesday, they won their 18th game of the season, which is tied for the most wins in a single season in the history of the Lakeside girls basketball program. First-year head coach and Lakeside alum Matt Scott is proud of the growth he's seen from his team throughout the season, and despite knowing the importance of making school history, this team knows there's still more history to be made.
As Shaka Smart said back in 2012, we wreak havoc defensively, and that's our identity, and every team has to have an identity. So we get in their heads, we get them tired, and we don't stop for 32 minutes.
I think it helped us in the long run because we have won the big games, and I feel like it'll help us win the bigger games down the stretch in the playoffs and region tournaments.
The Panthers' final 2 regular season region games are on the road before they turn their attention towards the region tournament and potentially the state playoffs. We'll be hearing more from the team on News 12 at 6 o'clock. And we have a great night of college basketball. Once again, Dawn Staley and her South Carolina Gamecocks, #1 in the nation, and they are back in action tonight. I know we're going to be seeing all those highlights tonight at 11, Riley.
Absolutely, and taking on the Auburn Tigers, and I think they got a good chance against them tonight, but trying to improve to 20-0, believe it or not. Hey, we got some beautiful weather tomorrow and Saturday, but bringing back the chance for rain late this weekend. We'll have that full forecast just after the break.
A horse in Montana fell into a 10 to 12-foot hole that had opened up in a pasture Tuesday night. Yeah, this made for an interesting rescue. The 1,200-pound horse was said to be in good condition, but crews opened the trench, and then the horse was able to get out on its own without any other rescue efforts. No one was injured during the rescue, but, I mean, that's some serious... I mean, what do you do?
I know. That's not pulling out your cat out the tree. That is a big, big animal, but it looks like it was really cold up there, too.
Yeah, poor thing, but, I mean, he's doing fine. And this is the second story in a row we've had a fire district rescue a horse.
Yeah.
There was one in the Atlanta area yesterday. They pulled one up with a pulley system off of a truck. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the other night we had the Elbert County Sheriff's Office. They were responding to a dog that had fallen like 80 feet into a quarry chasing some hogs. So, you never know what type of call you're going to get when you work in law enforcement there. Hey, well, glad it's okay. We got a beautiful sunset. This is a live look from our Grovetown camera. How about this color in the sky as that sun gets low in the western sky? We got some cloud cover moving in from the west, so that is going to be showing up tonight. Not rain-producing clouds, though, so we are going to stay dry if you're stepping out this evening. Temperatures will be in the 50s and 40s the next several hours, so not excessively cold, but you will need a jacket. A little bit chilly out there. But with just a few clouds out tonight, that will help keep our temperatures above freezing. So only dropping to the mid and upper 30s by early tomorrow morning. Cold nonetheless, just above freezing. Not expecting just expecting those temperatures to be very warm tomorrow afternoon, most likely getting into the upper 60s and potentially even close to 70 degrees in a few spots. Here's that cloud cover pushing in tonight, lasting into early tomorrow morning. By the afternoon, though, we should be back to generally sunny skies. Backdoor cold front's going to push through Friday night, so that is going to keep our temperatures just a little bit cooler Saturday afternoon, most likely in the upper 50s to near 60. Staying dry through Sunday morning. It's going to be much later into our Sunday afternoon and Sunday night to where those rain chances do start to ramp up. So mostly dry through the weekend. It's just Sunday night into early next week. We do bring back the chance for rain, but looking cool next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Riley, and thanks for joining us for News 12 Live at 5, News 12 at 6 o'clock, coming up next.
Introducing